Hey guys, SkittleRampage here. Welcome back to a brand new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So today we're going to be talking about over 100 new Funko Pops that are expected this August to be announced. Now, as always, guys, I like to put a disclaimer in front of these leak and rumor videos that nothing is officially confirmed until Funko does announce it. Meaning anything can be delayed, changed, or canceled last minute, but I'll always keep you updated as much as possible on these different lines. And these are going to be shared over from these three accounts, so thank you so much to them for sharing. With that being said, before we get started with all the news, we do have our question of the day as usual, and that is, how are you guys doing? I like to ask this every once in a while. Hopefully your families are doing well. How's collecting going? Are you in school? Do you have a new job? Let me know in the comments how you guys are doing. If you're wondering how me and Bailey are doing, we are doing great. Let's go ahead and get started with our animation category here. First up, for Winnie the Pooh, we do have Winnie the Pooh, Roo, Rabbit, Piglet, and Tigger. So pretty much your traditional Winnie the Pooh characters here, and we should have at least one exclusive in this wave. I don't think we've seen like a full wave of Winnie the Pooh Pops in a while. They've just been kind of releasing them randomly, so this one might be pretty nice. Next year we have a couple different Christmas ones like the Grinch here. So we're gonna have a couple 2-packs of Grinch and Max. One is gonna be exclusive and flocked, so I guess that'll be the difference between the two. And then we'll also have Grinch in the Chimney as a deluxe pop. I'm kind of hoping that deluxe turns out to be a bigger deluxe, but given he's just in the chimney, that feels like it might be small in that big deluxe box. We're gonna find out. More Christmas includes Frosty the Snowman here. So in this set we have Frosty, Karen, Professor Hinkle, and Hocus Pocus. I think this is a great lineup. I love this movie growing up. Can't wait to see a Frosty the Snowman pop. I do feel we should get some kind of flocked variation of Frosty. I think that'd be cool to kind of give it like that snow-like texture. Another Christmas line includes a Charlie Brown Christmas. So we have Charlie Brown, Snoopy in Woodstock, and Snoopy on Doghouse as a deluxe pop. I feel like we've been getting a lot of Peanuts pops lately, so hopefully these are just as good as the other ones. Moving on, we do have a brand new Incredibles line here, which I think is going to make a lot of people happy. We have Mr. Incredible in his first suit, the blue one, and it does have a chase variation. With the original one being very expensive, I think that's going to make a lot of fans super excited. We also have Elastigirl in her first suit with a chase. No idea what the chases are, but stay tuned. Then we have Edna Mode with the fiery glasses, and Syndrome with Jack Jack monster there. So this is going to be one of the pop premiums. And what pop premium means basically is like, it's like a regular 4-inch pop, just with a little bit more added extra detail. So think of Kite Man here, that's considered a pop premium technically, and it's usually a little bit of a higher price. Next up, we have Beavis and Butthead here. So this features Beavis and Butthead in their work uniforms. Not a 2-pack, should be 2 individual pops. And then we also have the Great Cornholio, which is a fantastic choice for a pop. So this is great for many reasons. One, Beavis and Butthead is just really funny and has a lot of fans. And two, the original pops I think are around $300 or $400 each. They're very expensive, and Funko hasn't made any sense of those. So this will be huge for Beavis and Butthead fans. And they won't even look the same as the original ones, so it's a win for OG fans and new fans. Now technically this is kind of pop video games, but I also threw in an animation, which was the puppet here from Five Nights at Freddy's, and this is where they're floating as an exclusive. This is going to be great just because the original one we do have is very expensive. I think it's still trending around $150 to maybe almost $250, depending on condition. So for any newer fans, this will be a much more affordable exclusive. Our next category is going to be anime here, and you guys are going to be so excited. So much fun stuff is coming. Starting off with Bleach, we do have Aizen, Byakuya, Kenpachi, Kon, Dangai Ichigo as an exclusive, Rukia in her school uniform with Kon, kind of a pop buddy situation as an exclusive, Kenpachi with Yachiru, but that'll be an exclusive too, and then we also have Zangetsu as an exclusive, which will be the new white Ichigo. By the way, you guys can ignore that 2025 release section, those will be releasing at a different time. As you can see though, exciting stuff for Bleach. We're getting a full new wave again so soon, and if you don't know, we already have rumors of what the next wave after this one's going to be for next year, so Bleach fans are definitely eating well lately. Our next line is Demon Slayer here. This includes sun-breathing Tanjiro, so he should actually have blood going down his eyes too, which is going to look great. We have Advanced Nezuko, which is going to be in her advanced demon form, Young Tengen seated, Gyutaro with his blood sickles, Daki with the ribbons as a deluxe, Tengen versus Gyutaro moment, and Blood Attack Gyutaro there as our only exclusive so far. Kind of surprised that there's only one exclusive in this Season 2 wave. Maybe we'll get another one that isn't listed here, but it's looking fantastic. I think I'm mostly excited for that advanced Demon Form Nezuko just because everything up until this point has been almost the same. It's just, you know, Nezuko, so there wasn't too much they could do with her. until we got to season 2 when she was in that advanced form. I'm also really excited for the moment of Gyutaro and Tengen. That's going to be fantastic, I'm sure, as well as just standalone pops with Gyutaro and Daki. I'm excited for more demons. Our next lineup is Jujutsu Kaisen here, and this is mystery minis. So what that means essentially is your typical mystery minis, and this should be various different characters from the pops we already currently have out. Moving on for One Piece, we do have our East Blue Arc wave here. This includes Luffy with meat, Zoro 3 sword style with a chase variation, Nami with the straw hat where she's crying, Usopp with the slingshot, Sanji with hard eyes spinning, Arlong as an exclusive, Warlord Buggy, which I'm sure is going to turn out pretty cool, and then we also do have Admiral Kizaru here. So I think the Kizaru is actually going to be like just something from a different point as a standalone exclusive, so basically it's going to release on its own. Regardless though, I think this lineup is really great for the East Blue Pops. I know a lot of people are kind of tired of the same characters over and over again, and there's plenty of characters in One Piece they can do. Consider the fact that these will be selling even better than they already would because One Piece is popular. But the reason I say that is because the Netflix live action series started based around this same arc. Now, unfortunately, there are no live action pops just yet, but these are the closest things those new fans are going to get from that specific arc that they did watch. Plus, there's some new characters mixed in like Arlong, which is awesome, as well as some really iconic moments made into pops, like Nami crying with the straw hat. That's easily one of the best pops here. Anyways, though, let me know what you guys think about this new One Piece wave. Are you excited for it, or would you prefer different pops? Our final anime lineup includes Hunter x Hunter here, so we have Uvogin, Jing Freaks, which is Gon's father, Kalito Zoldyck, Alaka with stuffed animals as a deluxe, so it basically should be where she's kind of sitting in her toy room all around her stuffed animals, and then we also have Silva Zoldyck there. As you can see, pretty much a majority new characters there outside of Alaka, but at least it's a deluxe, so it's going to look much different from her previous pop, and her previous pop has a chase anyways. Nonetheless though, very excited to see how these turn out. Okay, so moving on from anime, we do have Marvel here, and mostly Spider-Man. So for Spider-Man, we do have Chasm, Kane, some mystery minis, which I'm hoping these turn out really awesome. Very excited to open those in a video in the future. We also have Spider-Man symbiote suit, so it looks like another version. Spider-Man Fear itself is glow in the dark. And finally, Spider-Man Miles Iron Spider with a chase variation. Very curious to see how that Iron Spider turns out, just because that's one of my favorite suits for Peter Parker. So here's hoping the pop for Miles looks awesome. Now our last bit of Marvel pops includes Marvel Split here. So this is Spider-Man and Peter Parker, Captain America Steve Rogers, Wolverine Logan. And what that means essentially is that it's basically going to be half and half. So let's say this half is Wolverine, this half is Logan. Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Now this is one of those lineups that I was very curious about, just because depending on how it looks, it could be really hit or miss on fans. Our final section today is movies and TV, and we have all kinds of stuff mixed in here. Starting off with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, we have Buffy Summers, The Gentleman, Vampire Spike, Vampire Angelus, and Punk Spike as an exclusive. For Star Wars fans, we have Anakin Skywalker on the droid as a pop ride there, so basically just him kind of standing there on the droid. I'm kind of curious to see how big this turns out to be, because it would basically just be the pop and then a small little droid under him. So I'm trying to envision that as a pop ride in that big box, you know? From the Christmas movie Home Alone, we do have Kevin with his house as a pop town. I won't lie, I was a little surprised to see us getting another pop town from Home Alone, just because we already got that huge deluxe one. And it didn't end up being a really hot seller. I'm assuming mainly due to its size. Regardless of the price, these things are just huge, so they're really hard to display anywhere. But maybe this one will sell a little bit better because it's much smaller. This next one's gonna make a few people happy because they have been asking me for weeks on end, and that is Godzilla here. So this includes a boatload of pops. We have Godzilla 1954, 1984 Godzilla with a chase variation, also 1999, a 10-inch Godzilla from 1954, Godzilla 2016, Godzilla Platinum as an exclusive, Mecha Ghidorah, which that just sounds awesome, so I can't wait to see how that turns out as an exclusive, Godzilla vs. Mothra poster, and Godzilla mystery minis there. This is going to be a huge wave for Godzilla fans. Again, you guys have been asking me in the comments for weeks, so here's hoping these turn out great for you guys. Next up, from the movie Mean Girls, we have Katie, Regina, Damien, and Janice there. So a full new lineup of Mean Girls pops. The original ones I think are trending a little bit higher in price, so this will be great for any fans who can't afford those. For Star Trek fans, we have Picard pops here. This includes Picard, Raffi, Jack, and 7 of 9. Next here from the X-Files, we do have Dana and Scully here. These will be individual pops. And our final set of pops here come from Sesame Street. So we have Elmo with Tango, Cookie Monster with Chair, Big Bird and Ness, Abby Cadabby, and Bert and Ernie in a 2-pack as an exclusive. So guys, that pretty much wraps up a lot of the stuff that is expected this month. Again, like I said, well over 100 items, and we probably have some exclusives that aren't even listed there that we may see. Now, these are expected to drop randomly throughout August. Of course, if anything gets canceled, delayed, or changed, I will update you guys as soon as I can. For now, though, let me know in the comments which lines are you most excited about, which ones will you be picking up. Let me go through here really quickly before we end off the video of what I would want. You guys know me, majority anime here. Just going through the anime, Bleach, there's a lot of characters I want to pick up. It is another Ichigo, but it's such a cool look for Ichigo that I have to make an exception there, especially if the pop turns out great. Gotta get Kenpachi, love Kenpachi. Kon, I also really love Kon. He's really annoying, but I love his character so much. Aiz and Byakuya, pretty much a majority of the Bleach pops. Now for Demon Slayer, I like a lot of these. I might do some swaps for different characters. I might even get rid of my Nezuko's and maybe just switch it out for the advanced form because she looks awesome in that form. The Moment, I'm gonna have to make space for up there. But the Gyutaro one, definitely got to pick up a single pop of him. It's really a great way for Demon Slayer this time around. I might check out the JJK mystery minis depending on how they look. For One Piece, I'm probably gonna want a few of those, honestly. Warlord Buggy, Kizaru, who wouldn't, First Admiral, Arlong for sure, the Nami. I might pass on the Luffy. Like, I might pass on the Luffy and Zoro. Well, maybe, I don't know. These are their, like, first looks, technically. That's gonna be tough. Oh. But I have so many Luffys and so many Zoros already. At the very least from the Straw Hats, I will be grabbing that Nami with the Straw Hat. And from Hunter x Hunter, I might be a little choosy with this line. I might maybe get 1 or 2. Now for the Spider-Man pops, probably gonna get a few of those. I don't know exactly which ones just yet. I kind of base these off how they look because I have so much Spider-Man as it is. Unless they're really great molds, I usually pass on them lately. And then the Marvel split, honestly, if these look really good, I'm very interested in this line and I might pick up 1 or 2. As far as the rest of the pops that we talked about in today's video, I don't really collect a majority of that stuff, but I really like that there is a lot of things in here for mostly everybody, which is always great. Nonetheless though, that's everything for me today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hit that like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And lastly, make sure you follow me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.